when Jesus said, unless you bind the strong man, you cannot take the house, correct? Bind the strong man. And he is referring to all of us today, to bind the strong man. You know, binding strong man is a very popular Pentecostal way of prayer. But after a while, it runs out of steam and out of fashion. Because what does it even mean? Okay, so you can sort of guess its meaning. You bind the strong man and they coming and take over the house, kind of thing. But what is the effect of it? Do you feel it? That's a question. If you don't feel the effect, or do you get the results of that, or binding? Okay. I personally, I used to pray that quite a bit, but it's kind of, this make no difference. And the other thing is, I do not find Paul using that, or the apostles using that. The closest, I must admit, Paul did say that by pulling down the strongholds, the spiritual warfare, pulling down the strongholds, pulling down the strongholds, demolish the strongholds. There's binding. So Paul talks about the theology of it, but he doesn't do it himself per se, in an explicit way, at least not recorded. But it doesn't mean that is not actually being used. So there are many ways to expound this. I strongly believe that, for example, God struck the 9 plagues in Egypt. Each plague is striking at the Egyptian gods, to judge the Egyptian gods. There's actually a verse that says this. God said, I judge the gods of Egypt. Now we're talking, because God is directly judging or destroying the evil spirits, the devil's court. All right, that is ultimately the biggest destruction of the demonic powers, demons and Satan, is through the resurrection of Christ. The death and resurrection of Christ is the ultimate. It's like a D-Day and a V-Day. Okay, we live in between. But so every time